Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to build a modern Glassmorphism Navigation Bar using only HTML and CSS. Today we will not use any JavaScript. So you will learn how to create a frosted glass effect using the CSS property backdrop filter, and you will also going to learn how to design smooth hover animation, glowing text effects, animated underlines, and some sign effects on the buttons. So this navbar is fully responsive and will explain you bit by bit for doing all the codes. So let's grab code editor. We will use VS Code. Let's start building this view navbar. First, we will create a file. Let's name it navbar.html. So .html or .html, that is the extension for HTML. First, we will write the JavaScript boilerplate code. Simply there is a shortcut in Facebook. So let's change the title. So title, as we know, it is what is the title? Glassmorphism. Navbar. So let's open it. You can see it is here. It is showing Glassmorphism Navbar. So it is the title. So whatever we will write in that title tag, it will reflect here. Okay. So title we have set it. Then HTML code. Okay. First I will write the code, then I will explain the So now let's start with the HTML structure. So basically, HTML is the backbone of our nav. It defines what elements appear on the page, like logo, menu items, and so I will explain you each tag and why we are using it. So the first tag is doc type HTML. Doc type HTML, it will tells the browser that we are using HTML5. Without this, the browser may behave unpredictably or use old rendering modes, some new features. It will not include like footer and some emojis like that. So basically, it is used to indicate the browser that we are using HTML5. Then the second tag is HTML lang equal to yeah. The this attribute specifies that we are using English language. You can see this is very beautiful tags. Two meta tags and one title is there. So the head section always contains the meta information. It will not visible on the page, those meta things. So the meta character, first line, UTF-8 or Unicode 8 can say, it will ensure our page that it will support all characters and symbols, whatever we are writing here in our code. So main work of Unicode 8 is it is used to support characters and symbols. So now the next thing is meta tag viewport. So this thing viewport, it will tell the browser how much area or what is the number of area we are using in a browser. And that content width device would it will tells the browser that make it responsive and make its page more renderable. So next tag is title. So title tag defines the browser the tab name. Suppose I can so let's load it. Here you can see it is showing the title. So the next thing body tag. So body tag everything inside this body tag that is what the user actually sees on the screen. Whatever we are writing inside the body tag, it will reflect in browser. Our entire navbar will be placed inside this section, as you can see. Total navbar placed inside this browser. So next, this will navbar or nav tag. Here we are using nav tag. Nav tag is a semantic HTML tag, meaning tells the browser that this section is used for navigation. Basically, semantic tags improve search engine optimization, readability, and this class navbar we have named the class name as class navbar for adding the CSS property. Next line is deep. So this line represents our logo, brand logo, or we can say website name, whatever we can add here. We can add also any image and set it according to that, or any logo we can add. We can call logo, so we can style it separately using CSS. So here we have used deep. Why we have not used deep here? Why we used navbar? Because if we written navbar here, it will tells the browser directly to navigate here. Navbar specifically used for navigation. Okay. Then what is deep? So let's take an example of a bottle, water bottle. Suppose a bottle having water inside that. That bottle container, that is container. So deep is also like a container. And whatever we are written inside that deep, it is called the water. Like bottle, inside that bottle, water is there. Like inside the deep, some water is there. That water is here content. Here it is my logo. So the bottle container is deep. That water is my logo. So deep is basically a content. Next is this part on order list. So this is the main thing, main part of HTML code. Here I will explain you. So what is the most important part? So we use a UL or on order list. Inside it, we have used list element. Here it is. So list element, each list element representing one menu option. And I can show you. You can see four menus are there. So each one is a list. Let's show you. Okay. So this one is you can see contact. Four lists are there. Each list is showing one menu. Okay. So it's a each so every list item we use an anchor tag, also called like sorry, also we have represented it by using a. It will call anchor tag, which is used for navigation links. By adding some links here, we can navigate to that thing. Let's add some Wikipedia. We have read that thing. Wikipedia link. Here in hyperreference, we can add the thing. Let's click on home. You can see it is rendering or it is targeting to that Wikipedia. It means it is used for navigation. And right now the href value is hashtag, which means it will does not go anywhere. I can say if we click home, it will stay in that page only. Hashtag. In real project, we can replace it. Actually, by adding page link, whenever you are going to make whole website, you can add the links for each separate section. Next thing is button. Here we have a button element used for action. In our case, a login button. Okay. This class btn allows us to add some effects for that button. This is the closing tab of body, and this is the closing tab of HTML. Now the structure is ready. In that next part, we will add some CSS property. Let's create body HTML style.css. Okay, link here. Let's link that CSS thing. So we have linked that CSS style.css file here to our nav. So let's write the CSS code. So here we use star. Star means universal selector. Okay, the universal selector always targets every HTML element. So then we use margin 0. It will removes default outer space from that browser adds, and padding. So padding, it will removes default inner spacing. So it will ensure complete control over spacing. So you use padding. And then border blocks, the padding and border are included inside width layout. Means we can change how width and height are calculated. Then font family, it will define the font style. Okay. Then we can add body. Body, let's set the height. This is a page. So page files in space fills the entire viewport height 100 page. The height is related to the screen. Okay. Let's add some background. Uh, for some color transition, let's add linear gradient color. Then we'll add some diagonal direction for color combination. 135 degree. You know. Then we can add some colors like sorry, 0, 8, 7, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, then 7, 4, 3, 4, 3, always in the middle. Mm, yeah, 0, 3, yeah, 4, 3, another color is in. So it will adding some Glassmorphism contrast here. Now let's turn the body into flex control. Display will be flex. Justify content to the center. So align, it will align the items horizontal. Then align items flex. We will controls the vertical alignment. Navbar stays near top instead of center. For that we have used align items. These are padding. You can add padding top as it is close to the top whole number. So we'll add some 40 pixel like that. Yeah, now it is mm, glass number. Okay. Dot. We use dot to point out any classes in HTML. These are the weights. 90%. I will write the code first, then I will explain you bit by bit. Max weight. So here we added the weight is to make a Napa responsive, and we leave the margin on both sides, that is 20%. Then we limits the maximum width as 1100 pixel, as you can see. It will prevent the navbar from becoming too wide and large scale. Then we have aligned the logo by using display equal to flex, display property flex. So you can see it is coming in one, it's horizontally in one way. And we can add some gap in between that. Let's add space between. So it will spread item, then logo on left, menu on center, button on right, like that it will align. Then we will add some vertical centering. For that we will add that property align items center. Then padding. Padding will be 10 pixel and 30 pixel, that will be enough. Okay. It will add some inner spacing. 15 pixel for vertical comfort and 30 pixel for horizontal spacing. In that way, I have given the values to one. First one is for vertical, second one is for horizontal spacing. So let's add background. Background in we will add RGB combination. RGB, okay, 255, 55. Then not 55. We'll add the alpha value, that is transparency of red, blue, green. Means it will make the background semi-transparent. Okay. So alpha means the last value we have added 0.12, that is alpha value. It will make the colors transparent. If you will increase 30, you can see transparency looking like that. And first three points, that 255, you can see that is for red, blue, green combination. Let's start backdrop filter. Filter, that is floor, 16 pixel. It will blur the content behind the number. For that, we have used that backdrop filter. In some browser, this backdrop filter does not support. For that reason, we will add WebKit backdrop filter. It will support in Safari. For backdrop filter, only the backdrop filter property does not support Safari browser. For that reason, we have to add this WebKit backdrop filter. So it will be 16 pixel. Say, then we'll add border radius. As you can see here in Navbar, the corners are not rounded edge. So we have to make it rounded to look more attractive. Border radius. Border radius 16 pixel. Yeah. Then we'll add. Now it is, you can see it is looking soft modern curves. I can add border. This border would be 1 pixel solid. Then RGB. It's with this combination. So RGB. Let's okay. Okay. So it will define glass border and create a light reflection on glass edges. You can see here in edges. Some light reflection is coming. That we have added here. Then we'll add box shadow. Box shadow simply creates a floating effect or add some shadow in Navbar. 10 pixel, 35 pixel, RGBA, that is 000. Okay, 6, 0. So now you can see it is creating a floating effect here. So for the past value that you can see 0, it is X offset. And then the 10 pixel, it is Y offset for Y direction. And those 35 is for blur. Okay, these are the three values. And this is the color combination for the with that floating effect here. You can see color. We can change it also. Sorry, see how this one. But then we have to add it a smooth transition. Make the transition smooth. We will use all 0.4 second ESC. So it will make the hover effect look natural. Now let's add the hover effect. Dot plus number over. Let's select the code. Transform image translate by minus 3 pixel. Then box that. Then Here you can see we have added transform that is equal to translate y minus 3 pixel. Once you hover it, it will go in y direction in minus 3 pixel. It will move the navbar up. If you will add 50 pixel, it will move the navbar down. You can see it is going in plus direction means. Then we have added some deeper shadow on hover. Once you hover it, the shadows are more deeper. For that reason, we have added box shadow. Let's add some CSS property for logo. We can skip it to logos. I will add so here we use font size and width. That is to make our logo bold and noticeable. You can say here. If we will comment out those two, it is looking simple. Then we have added the color and the cursor pointer. That means it will show clickable hand icon. It is clickable. Okay, the hand icon you can see here. Once I am taking the cursor here, it will showing some hand icon. Okay. Then let's add CSS property for nav links. Yeah. The another list, last name is nav links. It will see. The code for nav links. I will explain you bit by bit. First of all, this one list style none. So it will remove the bullet points. You can see control. You can see here bullet points are. So this property used for removing the bullet points. Then display flex and gap 28 pixels. It is aligns the links horizontally with spacing. Gap used for spacing. Display used for adding or make it the alignment horizontal. As you can see, if I remove the both those, it will coming in one after another below. Okay. Then we have here used nav links for the list and anchor tag. As I have explained you here, list and anchor tag. The text decoration noun means it will remove the underlines from those anchor tags. You can see if you uncomment this, the underlines are coming. Okay. Now position, you can see position is relative. Means it is required for animator underline. That's why we make the position relative. Then padding bottom is six pixel font you can know and the color simply we have added. Then this transition we use for smooth color change. Once we hover, a smooth color change we have used. Then after we used after creates a fake element. Here we have used with 0% hidden underline actually. Then you can see the transition is so it will smooth underline animation we have used. Then width is 0%, left is 0%. After means so after hovering, how it is looking. That is we have added here. Okay. Then hover it. You can see. Once we hover here, the color and the text shadow, whatever is coming, because of those two properties. If we increment these two properties, the hovering effect is not come, only underline is coming. Okay. Then this is yours. Width is 100% means after hovering or after clicking on that, the width should increase. Okay. Then we can add some CSS property for button. Let's add the class of button is BTN. Let's add the position as relative. The adding is 9 pixel, 2 pixel, then border radius is 25 pixel, then border we can add non and outer line. Outline is non. Hmm. It's a background color. The background can add that RGB combination. Yeah, this one, but the blur it. Then we can add some backdrop filter. As I've explained you above, backdrop filter, blur, the blur can color, then font size, pixel, filter, then this one, okay. This one is absolute. You can see we have added some CSS property to make the button slightly shrink when we hover and make it clickable. So this is the final navbar is ready. How it is looking. The hover effect is working fine. As you can see the button is clickable. So thank you all. Thank you for watching the video. If anything you have, comment in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.